So if you're familiar with the concept of flow, right? And what is flow? Flow is captured at this time when things are just difficult enough, but it just really piques your engagement and interest in whatever it is you're doing. And to some extent that's a part of it, right? And people are not in flow when it's too challenging. And
Right.
they're not in flow when it's not challenging enough. So it's finding what that is that makes Matt tick to create those challenges for him that are reasonable and appropriate to your experiences, your qualifications, your competencies, and your motivations, right? And so it's figuring out, and this is where it's challenging. If you take this one size fits all approach, and I don't get to know Matt for who Matt is versus Rebecca versus Brad. I can't really lead and guide you or cultivate the path for you in a way that might be truly meaningful for you, right? We want the
Mm.
work to really fill you up in terms of your spirit and you're thriving and you enjoy this, right? We know that when work sucks, it really is work, and you go home at the end of the day and you feel drained. And the consequence to that is that you're not present for your friends or your family or whomever's in that post-work experience. And that's I don't, we can't be filled full every day. Some days are going to be tough. Some days are going to be work. But if we can get ahead of it and provide these experiences that you really feel engaging and enjoyable and really play to your strengths, but stretch you in areas where you want to be stretched a little bit more, you're more likely to come back to work the next day energized. You might be tired at the end of the day, but you feel valued, seen, and heard, and you're going home and you're bringing that positivity with you and you're gifting it to people that you're surrounded with after hours.
Love it. And it sounded like to me you were saying that the real key to this is managers having that really high quality relationship with direct reports so they can get to know someone well enough to know exactly where's that boundary where I can give them something that's really challenging, but it's not overwhelming. Or I can give them something that is not just so easy for them that they're spending half their day on Facebook and just
Yeah.
bored out of work, bored out of their minds at work. So it really comes down to knowing people, right? And really having those high quality conversations and one-to-ones.
Yeah, exactly. And here's another kind of just what you said there about, spending time on Facebook or whatever. One of the things I see often in organizations is we'll be working with an organization that has turnover, new CEO, new leader of some sort, new executive director, whatever the group is. Yet there's someone that's kind of the veteran that's been there forever, right? And you have to watch them because they can be a real challenge and derail efforts, but they can also, and I think they get saddled with that more than they deserve because the alternative is if you learn how to engage them, they could help that new CEO stay clear of things. They can become a mentor, a coach, a leader to other groups, other people, because they have this viewpoint, this historical viewpoint of what we've done, how we've tried it over time, what hasn't worked out, what has. And this is what really creates frustration in these people is when someone new comes in and they kind of they say we're setting all that aside. We're going with my ideas now instead. And
Mm.
and so, and they might be great ideas, they might not, who knows, whatever. But when someone that's been there for a while, seen a lot of different people come through the position, they know how people are going to behave. And so it's a great opportunity to challenge that person because that person they don't need 8 hours necessarily anymore in their job day because they're so good at what they do and they know the system so well. So create some challenge, get to know them, engage them, bring them in as your own private advisor type of thing,
Mm.
and have them lean into this organization further. You'll get so much more mileage out of them. And that person might be some crusty, grumpy, you know, a veteran that's been in the system for 20, 30 years that now all of a sudden finds value and he likes that they're drawing on his wisdom and he's becoming more of a mentor for the organization. So it works great with fresh new talent as well as veteran talent as it relates to the challenge piece.